What do you think about Markiplier's nudes? That's the first image I want text I wanted to get today. How's the volume? Bailey, can you make less of a ruckus? Apparently someone's digging under my bed. If you can hear that. Ken, what is your profile picture? It's changed. The volume is yes. Yeah, 2's usually good. Hey, CT? What happened to your face, Ken? Happy New Year's profile picture. What is it? I don't get it. Is it you with like a crown? It took so long, it's already New Year's. No, it's not. We're a month away already. A month away still. What are you talking about? There's a cat in my bed. I might have to deal with that at some point. It's fireworks. I kind of see it. Oh, okay, well, he's on the bed now. Hey, Bailey. Hey, Bailey. You want to come sit and join the stream? Yeah, he's gonna sit with us. And maybe Tiara. Did he steal the firework design again from CT? There's a normal profile picture, but with fireworks and New Year. Bailey? He's my cat. He's one of my cats. He's currently finding where he wants to sit. Okay, so. I forgot. Didn't check the Discord, so I didn't know you were going to go live right now. This is the usual time I go live. Usually 6. About to try, at least. You guys want to hear... maybe we'll see. We can probably talk about it later. I have a test story I can tell. I took a big physics test today, and I didn't do very good, I'll be honest. I mean, I did pretty good. I did good. I didn't do as good as I wanted to. I didn't do as good as I wanted to, but I did good. I know I made certain mistakes, though, which I wish I could have gone back to fix. Tell it when it gets quiet. Perfect idea. Okay, so. Ericure is not currently under attack. Serpolo is. Impact 78, though, has actually managed to, like, hold everything off. I forgot I was building this. The sector is currently captured. I thought I had all these being built. This is not what I've been doing. That's going to be some efficiency. Now this is what I call efficient. This is all just unnecessary, but... Okay, yeah, that's gonna produce some power. This is not what I've been working on. I did just want to mention, though, this has been surviving, eh? Oh, it's terribly to Moab Graveyard. Moab Graveyard is hard. It takes a while to do Moab Graveyard. This is not what I've been working on. This is quite, like, behind, actually, yet. But the defense here has actually managed to hold off against, like, 80-something waves. It's actually been surviving really well for a long time now. It's gonna be a shame to see it go at some point, but, I mean, I guess it's got it, right? So, the Eradication and Extreme have attacked, like, twice. They've not managed to break it yet, though. All the towers and then a village. That's fine. If you put the towers first and then the village, as long as you don't upgrade the towers. Placing a tower will cost the same amount whether there's a village or not. So, you can place your village whenever, just don't upgrade anything until you get the village. However, see Ground Zero here? Right next to Ground Zero is 175. This, number 175, is where I have been working. As you can see, there is no thorium, which has held us back. But I have been doing very well nonetheless. Do you want to see what is in number 175? And the marvel that is my technology. And my numbered sectors are random. No, they're not. Are these randomly generated? Are the numbered ones randomly generated? That would make sense. But, yes, sir. But not every time, right? Like, if I reset the game, the resources are set, though. Are they randomly generated every time? Or is it, like, one random generation, and then they just use that as the map for 175? All numbered. Yeah, but, like, are they randomly generated every time? Or is it that they're randomly generated once, and that randomly generated map is just used for the number? Will it always be the same randomly generated map? Or will it be a different randomly generated map every time? Am I speaking too fast? Probably always random. That would suck. Nonetheless. So you see how this looks kind of sad and lame? It doesn't actually look that good from here. Well, this area looks like a microprocessor or something. Ta-da! Reddit comment 2 years ago. Well, that's not very reliable. This update didn't exist 2 years ago. The beauty. And over here, it's spaghetti. It's always spaghetti. Look at the spaghetti, Ken. Look at the power of the spaghetti, Ken. It's 3 things of Metaglass, Ken. Good spaghetti. Look at this, Ken. Look at the spaghetti, Ken. Why meta? Just because. How the fuck is there coal in there? There's the occasional, like, containment breach. I have no idea why. Stuff just somehow gets in the wrong spots sometimes. I'm not sure where the leak is. This keeps happening, though. Why so much? I don't know. Just cuz. So I've got a line of plastanium. It's almost perfectly full. Why is it being perfectly full? Apparently it's become perfectly full since I last checked on it. So I have a perfectly full line of plastanium. 2 and a bit of copper. Generally about 2.5 of silicon, but it varies for weird reasons. But I've seen better. Well, of course, it's not fully dependent on silicon. I've got a full line of titanium. A full line of graphite with multiple extra bits going into it. Anything else? And I've got very sad lead. More silicon. Silicon, am I right? I've got all this giant structure in the middle of, like, where the shipping routes are used for silicon. More extraction of silicon. That's not how silicon works. You don't extract it. Big black balls. I do have a lot of extra coal here, and I do have a lot of extra sand. We can make more silicon, 100%. I have extra of this stuff, too. Either I just have to expand it and, like, get an extra with this. I have to get more sand. I'm not going to play in this world right now, though. But that's, like, an overview of what the world currently looks like. There is more stuff. There is a significant patch of coal right here. Why so many resources? I don't know. There's just a lot of resources. There's this giant water area in the middle here. Giant, like, lake. This is my power. Over here. An incredible amount of coal going into all these different generators. Got most of them on overdrive. Most of them aren't running right now. I don't know why. Why 172 next to ground zero? Don't know. My plan for power, because power is currently the thing holding us back the most. I only have 2.4k extra. The plan is to take this titanium, combine it. So the plan is move this. So move some of this stuff out here further, which is going to be a long, annoying process. Why did you choose this one? I just chose it at random, basically. It was right next to ground zero. I'm like, sure, this one. It looks safe enough. It did have waves. The waves were handled by this, and that's it. It was literally 20 waves of nothing but the first kind of enemy. That was it. And like a few of the fire type of the upgrade kind of the first one. There's some more silicon there, lead there. There was oil down here. There's not that many more resources. There's a fair bit down here. I want to take this titanium, combine it with water to make cryo, and then combine some of the coal, or like this coal even, with sand and lead from down here to make pyrite, and then make differentials. And then I'm also going to at some point take, I don't know where there's a big bunch of copper left, up here. Do something along the lines of take this copper, take this lead, take like coal and sand from here to make silicon, and take like titanium from around, really just wherever. You know, there's a big patch over here. And then make Surge, because Surge is the one thing I do not have going on in this world currently, but I need power first. So Surge is next. You see, there's like giant graphite, which is too much. I should only have like 3 of these, really. Got like a giant graphite production, though, going. This graphite is all extra graphite coming in from like the excess from over here, where I've made a couple of bots. I haven't done much for bots either. I will do more into this afterwards, but yeah. So the excess graphite. Can't believe you did all this next to ground zero. Yeah, and I've done all this. The other unfortunate thing is I literally can't get thorium because this level has no thorium, and I couldn't bring any in. I was not allowed to bring in thorium because I was only allowed to bring in resources from from ground zero itself, and ground zero has no thorium. So even though I could make the thing out of the ground to mine scrap and give me more thorium, I can't actually get thorium. So I've done all this without thorium mods. I will have to later on get one of the things that can, like, bring thorium from other sectors. And the other plan, eventually, is once I get that thing, take all these lines and move them all north here, destroy some of this stuff, because it's all just, like, pretty much empty up here, and build a launch terminal right here, and we will send it all into orbit. And we're going to start launching resources from this area into other areas. So all this is scrap without thorium. Yeah, exactly. So you see all of it's burning right now. But like a solid line of plastanium, over 2 solid lines of silicon, all the metaglass, all the copper, the graphite, the titanium, the lead is the other thing I do not have, like, a solid source of lead. I got this lead up here, but it's all currently being used for, like, this stuff. So very little of it actually, like, makes its way over here. At some point, though, I don't know where there's a giant part of lead. There's some lead there. There's not a lot of lead. There's some here, but I might use it, and there's some down here. So aside from lead, there's some up there, I think. There's some lead around, but aside from lead, I've got, like, aside from lead and, Surge, I've got major everything. The world is maxed, not even close. This is currently everything on mined, where you can see this expanding to. This is the world. There's nothing in the water, but there's a significant number of resources down here that I can use down here. Pretty much everything else is being turned into Surge. Almost nothing else will be turned. Everything else is being turned into Surge except for any excess. So everything down here, you see, it's tons of sand. It's sand, coal, titanium, copper, lead. That's all the stuff. The storage, yes. Because I can't get the core nucleus for thorium, and this is maxed on everything but a few of the more strange resources. I also unlocked some of the things that I hadn't unlocked yet, just in case Impact gets recaptured. Also, I have to say, I don't think time passes on the other planets while you're on a different planet. I don't think it does. I can't be sure of it, but I don't think it does. Because I have seen 2 waves come and go since I've been playing on this planet, but nothing on the other ones. So I do not think time passes for the other ones. But I have noticed, so I said it doesn't? Okay. I wasn't sure if we determined that already or not. But it does on this one. It will pass here. I don't know if it passes while it's paused, but it does pass while time is running at the very least. Yeah. So I unlocked some more things. This is the coding stuff. That's not important. Chat lag. The coding stuff's not important. And these might be the other important things. So we'll unlock these before risking losing impact 77. How's our silicon? Silicon's fine. Let me just make sure I have enough resources to actually unlock these within reason. Oh, look at that. And it's my resources that are gone down, so I can just use that, and then I'll be able to start saving resources again. Get the Zenith. Get the Mega. How are my resources looking? Still fine. That was only like 3k silicon. That doesn't seem like enough. I guess it's taking from all the bases, but they'll all replenish themselves. Joseph Stalin. Hey, Joseph. Get that one. No. Get the Ratusa. And I can't quite afford this one, so I spend a lot of lead. Titanium I don't have, but I will have more as it comes in from these places. Thorium I also don't have, but I will get more as it comes in again from the other places. So I think how it works is the planet items is just everything from your entire combined bases. So if I spend all this, I will run low on thorium and phase, but more will come in on those bases where I have it. So I'm going to do this now. And thorium, titanium, and phase will slowly come back in, and then I can get the rest of it. Yes, grass. Okay. So, yeah. These things require capture coastline. So, capture coastline. Oh yeah, so there's a new kind of water bot. Is the new sector. So there's a new water bot. Did you eat? I have eaten. Yes, I have eaten this time. So exponential. Most of these are the exponential reactor. And then this one's the coastline. So I'll unlock exponential, and then unlock these things if I can. The healing navy. Nice. So I'll unlock some of those things. That way, if we lose impact 78, we don't lose anything. I don't think these ones came from impact 78 anyway. I did make sure to unlock the overdrive projector, overdrive dome, and force projector and men projector from that before I would lose them. I did not think of it initially, so if we had lost impact immediately, we would not have these things, and I would have been an idiot. But I got them now, so we have them in case we lose impact. So far, it's not happened. I have been playing a lot, and they've attacked twice and failed both times. I don't know if it's strong enough they'll be able to keep defending it, or if they will get stronger and stronger. I'm not exactly sure how that works. I assume at some point we're going to lose it, but for now at least, it's still fine. Today, though, we are going to continue Air Cure, where the tech tree is noticeably smaller. Gets more and more. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I figured. At least for now, though, they held off. Oh, yes. So last time we unlocked, if I'm not mistaken... Where is it? These things. The payload mass overdrive. And the payload unloader. The constructor and the payload loader. Mine oil just make you happy. Make you say happy. And canvas? Of course. So we got the payload mass driver, the constructor, the payload unloader, and the payload loader. So now we have these things, and we can throw around bots and stuff. We also have... We still do have the Locust as the upgrade tank. Next is Basin. I don't think there's anything else we can even do. That's Basin, and I think everything else is just still to be done. Yeah. So in the pretty much south pole of the planet, we got Basin. I'd almost say this is a spot possibly having snow, but with lava lakes, it's actually unlikely. It might not have a lava lake, so it might just be... It'll probably be more rock stuff. This'll... Crazy frog. You didn't say... Didn't you say a long time ago that your mom watches your streams? I don't know if she has any time recently. I think she used to. Basin? I think it's pronounced Basin. Is it... You think it's Bassin? Pretty sure it's Basin, not Bassin. I do also apologize if you hear some sniffling. I am ever so slightly sick for some reason. Watching last stream... Oh, God. Basin. I am ever so slightly sick. are always sniffling. I think 2 days ago I woke up with a I guess yesterday. Yesterday I woke up with a slightly scratchy throat, and today I woke up with a very scratchy throat. But I've been fine all day pretty much. It's just a little bit of like congestion, a little bit of like swollen glands. It's really not that bad. I haven't felt sick. It's just been like a little bit of a sore throat and swollen glands. It's that kind of thing. It's like a nose. It's like a nose, throat, and gland. It's like a nose, throat, and glands cold. You know, I've not been coughing. I've not been like sick. I've not been sneezing. Not even been running nose. Just a little bit stuff right now. So, we're ready though. I'm always sick. Attack in the sector, build units quickly and capture the cores to gain a foothold. Okay, fairly normal reaction. Take one of the abandoned bases from the other one instead of the one that's crucial for resources. Okay, we have... I saw 5 resources. So hang on, I saw... One of those was new. I saw slag, which we've so far not been able to use, but that means there's going to be things we have to fly over. I saw beryllium, I saw titanium, I saw graphite. Or whatever the thing's called. What is it? Tungsten. Castor. It looked like there was a green liquid. Okay. So we got things mining graphite. Looking pretty efficient. And we got things mining... I haven't seen the green in your world. Okay, starting off, efficiency. A plasma bore is going to, aside from power, that is going to generate beryllium over time. That is worth it. Even just the one. I can't get up. My grandma a week ago. Sorry to hear that, Stalin. I hope she gets better soon. It's so far. I'm not used to it being like that far again. And use the board trick. Are you watching this from the afterlife? No, she was too old. Stalin, did you assassinate your grandmother? You know you're not supposed to do that anymore. Maybe. Stalin. Speaking of Stalin, do you guys think there's a Hitler balloon? I mean, yeah, but why? Because why is it something you're wondering about? Why did it insist on finishing everything that's not the plasma bore first? By law to inform me that I have moved into the neighborhood. But I wonder if balloons did 9/11 too. Definitely a Hitler monkey. I mean, yeah, monkey. For real? Do we have a defense? There's a hole to my south and a hole to my side. I'm more concerned about the southern hole, but the side one's problematic. Oh god, and there's one over here too. Is that a hole? I can't tell if that closes or not. I need to figure out what's this side here. There's just 3 of the power holes being used. You sound like Osama bin Laden. 2 halves can't make a hole without a hole. That doesn't make sense. That's not how math works. Something is wrong. Giggity giggity. Oh no. Huh. That's annoying. Well. Do it, Anakin Skywalker. Adolf Hitler. I have many accounts. Too many. Is it gonna work? There we go. And baby brother almost killed Stalin. Did he click on the ban thing for Stalin? Move this. Okay, we gotta get bots going. What are we going for? Oh geez, there's a lot of stuff here. But then he'll be killed. Down with communism. We don't have tungsten. I mean, tanks are slower, but they're also just cheaper. A Stell is 40 and 50. And that one requires graphite. Which, I mean we have graphite, we have silicon. Do we have silicon? Yeah, we do. That one's just sil and that. I think tank could go first. We'll go tank first. Duct rotor. This is where you learn to go slow. I already know how to go slow. That's all I've been doing the whole time. Rocket Propelled Tank. It's basically a tank, but it can go 20 something something. What do you think I've been doing the whole time? You think I've not been going slow? I think I've used all the resources in this area as well. It's a fast tank. 20 miles an hour. You're slow and boring, get to the action already. Okay, that is awfully close. Conveniently, I know there's nothing to my left. And nothing important to my right. Go slow and then go fast. Just blanky. Blankle. Well, everyone knows if you don't blankle, you're in for a bad time. So much blank. Unblonky the areas. Rack lobster here. Oh god, there's actual stuff up here. No. I was worried about this. Ooh, can I advance the border, though? Yes, I can. So it is a choke point. That's important. I want to go quickly check over here. Yes, that is blocked. Look a bit further south. Is there anything... How bad is it down here? Game? Game? That's it. It says, oh, that's not good. So I've discovered the secret of the level ahead of time. It's going to reveal hell down below me as soon as I... Oh, no. Rack lobster, so advanced rules. Why do you have so many of those? So many what? Why do you have, like, so many profiles? Okay, there's one. Oh, jeez. Holy crap, that's fast firing. Not until it's too late. There's number 2. Okay, and there also is. Account's not profile? Okay, well, fine, whatever. Praise the conveyor spaghetti! I'm screenshotting that because I want to use it as a name. Oh, shit. Chase him! Oh, dear God. Uh-oh. This is not good. Okay, that's evil, that's evil, that's evil. This is bad. Welcome to my house. Who the fuck are you? Okay. Is that another one? That's one of mine. This is too slow for the bots. Okay, let's rebuild some of that. Bunch of stuff over here was destroyed. Let's rebuild first, and then... You're fucking kidding me. Game. Okay, choke point here. We gotta do this fast. Oh my god, this is absurd. Okay. Six, five, no, 7. Eight? Jesus. Are we counting? Oh my god. 24. Guys, can you just count all the powers at 2 for a second? No, powers of 2, not multiples of 2, Jesus. God, I figured you'd know this. Your dad taught you poorly, eh? Fuck you, winemaker. What does that have to do with anything? Follow him. Oh my god. See, his little brother probably a war veteran. It is kind of, I do find it kind of funny that, like, you guys are yelling at me, like, go slow, be careful. And it's like, everything I've done is, like, stuff I've already done before. If it doesn't work. Like, I go slow on this, in this game naturally. There we go. There is tungsten in here somewhere, but I don't see any of it right now. Oh, gee. Sorry. Sorry, Bailey. Okay, now I can hold off the enemies effectively. Now we're fine. Did the graphite break? It's fine. It's not coming in very fast, though. There's some there. Geez, talk about resource starved. This is gonna be like a long fight. I'm gonna have to like get the upgrades. It's gonna be so slow. Can I even do upgrades? No. This is gonna be a long and hard fight. So unworth it. Did you wash today? That's a weird question, Jesus. My horse? Be honest, I have not I've washed my face. Let me power onto this. Okay, my power is just about barely in the positive now, so I can start storing some power in case it, like, ticks down. You're dead? What do you mean? They don't send stronger enemies. I'm fine. They're still their same foolish selves. Just gotta wait long enough to build up enough guys. Get to the bunkers. Grass, what? Is orb... What are those words? When you be active on Discord? A good question, Jesus. I have no idea. Yes, never. I have more important things to do. I have to learn about, like, quantum mechanics and stuff. Do you guys want to hear about the test? Grass learns how to build a nuclear reactor. Test? I had a big physics test today. This is quite quick enough. And there were some weird things about it. Like, I don't know how normal this is, but normally in our tests at least, I've literally not hooked two of these up. Or one of these up. Normally the way it'll work, why isn't it? Nice game. Sorry. What are you turning for? Okay, we'll just watch here for a while. Build up some resources, build up some bots. Is this working well? Yeah. So normally in our tests, we'll get, like... The test questions will all be things directly from the book. So it's fairly, like, if you study the book, you're fine. This test, for whatever reason, was very much so not what we had in the book. It was all possible, but it was, the thing about it was it required a lot of applied knowledge. Instead of just, like, immediately putting what we knew to the paper in questions we had practiced, a lot of it was, like, weird stuff of, like, in this strange case you're not used to, what is this? What is that? So it could all be done, but it was a weird test. So I had one. There was one question about moving snow that I straight up assumed something wrong for it. For the nerds. Guessing is always the answer. There was one question about pushing a pile of snow or block of ice by a snowplow. And I straight up assumed wrong for that one because it was weird. The other thing is, they're all taken from, like, the IB exam questions. So I straight up assumed one thing was asking something else. That'd be cheating. They're all taken from the IB thing, and so I assumed one of the questions was literally just asking something else. Because they're all worded so weirdly. Specifically, they're worded really specifically. But specifically for weird things. Like, what is the exact dimensions of this, what is the magnitude and velocity of this force or something, right? It's worded in a way where it's all specific, precise language, but it's weird because it's not everyday language we use in class. One of the questions I also think might have been wrong, because very specifically odd. One of the questions, basically, if you're learning quantum mechanics, let me tell you, build a nuclear bomb that'll totally drop in Miami, Florida at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. One of the questions, you were basically supposed to analyze two forces you got and determine what a third force is equal to keep a thing in static equilibrium, which means it's not moving. Thing was, I got a force that was basically in the opposite direction, so I got a force that should have been impossible. And another classmate of mine got a force that was in one same direction, but one different direction. So I know at least one thing I got wrong, and another thing I have no idea what happened. But, like, normally my tests go off without a hitch, but this one I was like, Newton tripped. Normally my tests go off without a hitch, but here it was actually, like, some stuff went, like, not only wrong, but, like, very, very wrong. Some things went, like, really, really wrong. And, like, I got answers that should have been impossible. So I'm not quite sure what to think of it, but... Possible weaknesses there, unlikely weaknesses there. Claybalist rocket ship was very unaerodynamic. Good point. In the right minds would study quantum mechanics. It's not quantum mechanics, it's just physics. General everyday physics. I have a feeling this is going to be over pretty quickly. Well, he tried. I guess I'll just leave him here and hit whatever. Only one more core to go. That's what you think, Ken. But you know what? I bet it's more. I think they're pranking you, Ken. I think this will be over very quickly. That was a heroic sacrifice. He jumped in front to save his friend. Now they're both dead. Well, a good start. Where's the core? Why are there two? I guess I should heal this stuff. Nuke Iraq. I can already make a core bastion. Hey Jesus, how do you feel about people using your name in vain? If I say, Jesus Christ, what do you feel about that? Listening to the sounds of the tower blowing up. Hey, Cloud. Bad, very bad. But Jesus, you and me are cool, right? I can use your name in vain, right? Of course. We're good. Yes, nice. Uranium. Winemaker. Bleach. I had a project I turned in the other day where one of the answers for what are legal drugs sold over the counter, and I turned in one of the answers are bleach. Coke. Not that kind of Coke. Weed. Is weed sold? I guess in Canada, yeah. The answer was weed. Sniffy sniffers, apologies. Bleach with ammonia makes mustard gas. That's true. I don't see how it's relevant, but it's true. Sniffing sugar for some reason. Ken, I have some bad news. You stole that from me. Jesus, why'd you have that? My dad left. I actually wrote as the answer, like, bleach, and then in parentheses, cures life. Because, it's a school project, right? You gotta be clear as to what you're implying. Got to milk a cow with one udder. That's disgusting. Oh, fuck. What the... Why are there three of them? Damn, they're being smart again. I keep forgetting they know how to do that. Perfect. I see no flaws whatsoever. Wonderful wall. Isn't it incredible? Can why? I make the Mexican border. Oh, Jesus, why were you thinking that? Jesus, you can't just blame... Ken, did you forget what I am? Jesus, you can't just blame your problems on the Mexicans, okay? As much as you want to try to convince yourself otherwise, they didn't do it. Whatever it is in this case. Now they're still doing good down here. That's not so good whistling. I think Twitch realizes I'm streaming with them and they keep trying to send me notifications. Come to us. We're better. You fool! We can't let him stream on YouTube. We're losing money over this, guys. Damn Twitch trying to be a bad company. They are a bad company. Oh, what's that? There's porn on our site? Eh. I mean, it's making money, so why would we stop it? I mean, they're not wrong. You don't stop the thing making you money. You just pretend to question its ethics, and then you say, oh, we're not going to interfere. Who the fuck is Muscle Man? I have no idea. Bad business for that. True, Ken. YouTube really doesn't want you to insult others. Should I turn off my Discord notifications? If I keep annoying you. Can someone ban Musclemen? When streaming, yeah. I don't want to have to do it like back and forth while streaming or not. That's the problem. I'd have to turn them off completely. And then that's gonna cause problems. Because I'll just forget Discord exists. Not mod in Discord, but I can tell you 2 reasons I should be. Nice. Okay, well, that one's fine. We all support 9/11 here, so that one's got no problem. Cliche. Oh, hydrogen, right. Well, we gotta tell Grass chat broke. What does the refabricator need? Silicon, tungsten, and hydrogen. Oh yeah, I have new stuff too. Hang on. The mech refabricator. Mech units into the second tier. So we can get the Muri into its second form. The Claroe. Dual shells at enemy targets. Targets enemy projectiles with point defense turrets. Can step over most terrain. I need to refabricate my marriage. Requires hydrogen. Pumps and outputs liquid. That's a weird one. Slag incinerator. Incinerate non-volatile items or liquids. Requires slag. That's just an incinerator. Do armored ducks go faster? Don't think they do. Expensive incinerator. Let's get an overflow gate in a couple of these. You have a split personality, Ken. Overflow duct. There we go. Let's stay. Needs hydrogen and needs green stuff. Probably thinks you're lying. What's CT lying about now? Okay, we need hydrogen yet, which is this thing. So it makes water into hydrogen. Needs 3 per second. This needs makes 6 per second, so it needs 5 per second water. So one of those. Let me drink muscle milk. Still fine. Sorry? What just exploded? Oh, is this thing? Okay. There we go. School band, cool math. 2 cups 1, Ken. No. Not cool math. Okay, so we're getting these guys from here. I can get like level 2. Oh, can I even? The mech refabricator doesn't need tungsten. Okay, so we have to have it up here. Stella is so big. That's a locust, not a Stella. Suffering because of water. Hang on, what's the water output of turbines? Five per second water. $12 per second. Oh, I never attached it. Oh, I'm an idiot. Let me heal this stuff up. This one's cornered in a pretty secure position. Not gonna lose as much as I did. I'm playing really smart here, Ken. I'm not just gonna like die suddenly. Same with hell. So the mech refabricator would need a decent amount of silicon, as well as more hydrogen and tungsten. So the normal mech fabricator is green in silicon. So let me squeeze in here. Let me put this in here. On less word. So we're gonna have a whole bunch of locusts coming out of up here. And these little guys. Router there so that one can get those. Hydrogen. Oh, that doesn't work, does it? Damn. Reinforced moment? Ah, shit, you're right. There we go. I thought I would just have to make it come off straight off the middle, but no, that worked. You didn't realize that? No, I thought it had just come out straight out the middle of the hydrogen thing. I didn't realize it was just the reinforced conveyor. Because the liquid ones are always weird here. They're always just reinforced. Quite annoying. Yes, very much so. Oh, of course it doesn't work. Because why would it work? Kind of weird person ever want that to work. Psh, come on. Incoherence is my thing. Ah, yes, more hydrogen. It is that one? Oh, it's got no power. Hang on, it's still got no power. It'll be an army like there's never been an army before. They'll all rue the day they messed with whatever my faction name was. Fools! Yes! That'd be cool. What if they added different factions with different weapons? What if there were like different factions and each one used different weapons? Would that be an awesome idea or a terrible idea? There's a mod for that. Of course there is. Ooh. Hey Dash, decent long range attack. Decent movement speed. Can attack while moving. And climbs things. I like it. Like classes grass? Hey Undying. Nice to have something you got here. There's a mod for everything. Of course, yeah, there's always a mod for everything. It's like the point of modding. Well, these guys are doing some real damage, man. I'm really hurting because of these guys, I'll be honest. There's no idea what I'm gonna do. I'm just... All my walls taking such an incredible amount of damage. Even a Sexa. Of course there would be. Are we ready to die? I'm ready. There's not... They're moderators. What? Wait. It's not real. Yeah, so this thing, as you can see down here, Dash, we discovered that there's a secret base down there that's going to come ambush us from the back way. Wrong way? What do you mean? There's bad guys down there, right? Yeah, so I'm preparing for it. Yeah, we're gonna get ambushed from behind. Not yet. Well, but we have tons of guys. I'm going to take them, go attack one of these directions, and then we'll go kill the ambush. We discovered by accident, seeing as the fact we can't build down there. Sneaky game devs, but also foolish for letting us see their secret plans. Power's still having some problems from time to time. Tungsten being what we're very low on. Don't have more power to... I don't have the water to afford to build more tungsten mines, though. I have to bring it up from the bottom, which I could do, but I'm not going to. That's a lot of work. Do we just take the entire force? Connect the powers? It's not the power, it's the water we need. So we need a long, like, water line drawn out, which I could do, but I won't do yet. Could go on with taking everyone to their deaths. Okay, fine, I'll leave some of them. I'll leave a few guys behind. Everyone else is coming. Guys, please at least learn how to use the door. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's a strong weapon. Okay, well now it's dead. Yeah, that lasted a long time. But I didn't watch the tutorial on how to open a door. I'll leave him here to destroy the stuff for a while. It is just entertaining watching them, like, beat up things. Way too hard. Yeah, oh my god, they had, like, so much defense. Look, did you see that, like, crystal laser shredding my little guys? Didn't stand a chance. Yeah, just stand in front of a laser. I mean, it was smart for the little guys. It actually did work. It bought us enough time to, like, destroy them afterwards. If their intrusive thoughts win all the time, everyone would be dead already. Yeah, that's why we don't let them know we enjoy death. Oh, look at that. They had rebuilding bots because they thought they stood a chance to rebuild after I invaded. How cute. So that was a hydrogen... That was a hydrogen-powered laser, then. What the fuck? Nuclear strike inbound. Construct backup cores immediately. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, that's why. We're not gonna be able to... Oh, no. Fucking run, boys. Oh, God, no. Okay, you guys go around. I'm going to build in their core. Oh dear god, that is so bad. At least I control this area, though. I'll be able to repower my things from the other side and get them to keep that area locked off, and then we can just attack in anyway. It should be fine. It's just that they're trying to, like, literally nuke us off the planet, which... I mean, I thought nuclear war was off the table. This is really bad. I thought I was under the impression we were the kind of civilized society that wouldn't be, that was capable of understanding the concept of mad, where that if you nuke me, I'm gonna nuke you back, and then we all get nuked off the face of the planet. My empire will not stand for such stuff. It's a tactical nuke from COD. It probably is a tactical nuke. You got a good point there. It's Russia's throwing a tactical nuke at our base. Oh god. Okay, well, we're going to lose a lot of our production. That is where, like, the majority of our production was. So we need to reset production immediately. Thorium reactors with no cryo. Just... Oh, you're gonna nuke me? Well, guess what? I'm airdropping you thorium reactors. Huh? Without cryo. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Just, like, start dropping radioactive napalm bombs all over their base. Just have one of my giant units pick up a thing and then just yeet it the other direction. Ta! Actually. Dun, dun, dun. Just have one of my big guys pick up a thing, and then have a bunch of, like, or have a flyer guy pick up a thorium reactor, and then just hook him up to a bunch of, like, what are the pulley things? You messed up the dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Right, that one. There you go. What are the things that grab them? Payload shooters. Destroy them before nuke. I can't. That area is literally locked. I'm not allowed to. That area won't even unlock till after I beat him. I'm assuming. What is the thing called? The thing in the first world that, like, grabs the thing and throws it. The, what is it called? The suck. The sucker. It sucks. It's suck. It traction laser sucks. Like the suck that, it does the sucky. Yeah, the sucky. The suck, I know one. It, like, the pulley suck. The grab and then yeet suck. Right, what's that one? Dash? Somebody? Guys? Oh, kids are here. No, guys, we're not talking about Markiplier's OnlyFans. Phalanx, there you go. We hook him up to a flying unit, set up a bunch of Phalanx, and then we just attach all the Phalanx to the thing, and then all at once, we just yeet him across, right so far into enemy base, that by the time they realize he's there, he's already over top of them, and then he just drops it and it lands on top of it. We just yeet him at the speed of light across the map, they realize it's there, but it's too late because the thing has already fallen onto their base. There's no one there. Phalanx, yeah, there you go. Your Miner Gun Builder videos, it's been helping me a lot. I'm currently on the first Echo ship. What's the Echo ship? I don't know what the first Echo ship is. Can you describe more? Are you talking about the blue ones? Like the first of those, like, blue ones? That would be the transmitter? You pronounced it Phalanx. I can look. Yeah, I don't remember the names. That was Miner Gun Builder was a while ago already. But Echo is green. Oh, yeah, right. The Eco ones. So that would be the... Oh, yeah, I remember that one. That one's a good one. That's a pretty strong ship for the point of the game you're at. Yeah, you're right. That's my bad. It's the Echo one, not the transmitter. My mistake. Eco Death. Yeah, that's it. Something like that. Yeah, that one's a really good ship for your time. That's like a really good, one of the better early game ships. Glad Grass is still playing that game. As a guess, but okay. Oh yeah, it might have been. I don't know if it's the Eco Death then. That was Dash, not the other guy. It was Pickle Rick. Wait, did you read? You're saying you read Eco Death as Pickle Rick? Or do you read it like that? In some other way? Did you read Pickle Rick? Oh yeah, it's the Pickle Rick, you know. I'm Eco Death Morty. For the Alien Destroyer, and I'm too poor to do it your way. Yeah. Yeah, the Alien Destroyer is a hard one. It requires like a lot of turning and like really clever like setup. That's hard. I definitely recommend like go Eco Death for a while, and then I think it's what is the pattern? It's like Eco Death, and then you can get there's Alien Destroyer, or there's another one around there, and then there's one. I think there's like 2 or 3 more only that are worth until they get in the final one. I think for where you are though, Alien Destroyer, or I think there might be one more in that area that's good. I don't remember though. I haven't played it in ages. I know it's got quite a few updates since then as well. End price is okay, yeah. The end price isn't that bad. I just stole your schematics. That's fine. I'm happy to help. Hmm. Okay, this will restore the. I know an Eco Death is the better version of the first Eco one. Okay, so Eco Death is like the second version. You have a schematic stealing license? Remember when they made the last ship actually better? I don't. When did they do that? Which one are we talking about? They made it better than the Alien? It was so bad before? Which ship are we talking about? Don't remember at all. Which ship, though? Transmitter? Is it any good? I don't think I think Transmitter still kind of sucks. Transgender. I think you missed the Marco there, Ken. You're close, but I wonder how common certain expressions are. It was worse before. I'm not saying it wasn't worse before. I know Transmitter always kind of sucked, but I believe you if you say it's better now. Because I would not know what I'm talking about. It's very better. It's actually good, but I left the game. Anyone to steal from? Is there anyone who still plays that game who we can steal from? Where can we steal our schematics now? What game? Minor Gun Builder. Was there anyone I think there was like only 1 or 2 people besides me who even played like at all on YouTube, and they didn't really do like much content for it either. This nuclear launch really isn't going to be that bad. The restart thing ended in my interest. Or ended your interest. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like I was happy pushing up and I would have been happy pushing that thing for like ever. Did 126 videos. Yeah, it was a lot. I would have been happy pushing the worlds for a long time, but when they added the reset, it became necessary to do the reset to even keep pushing. And it's like, well, now it's really complicated because you have to have like the right amount of stuff for different levels. You might have to switch between ships per level. You can't just like push on auto really anymore. I'm gonna have to like reset the game 3 whole times and get all the way back here. I'm not doing it anymore. I was happy doing the pushing, but I'm not. I didn't like it after that. Some of the videos in this playlist are some other stuff? Really? They shouldn't be. You know which ones? It's annoying getting new ships. Yeah. It's a lot of like work to do just to do it. Okay, that's cool. Look, you can see it in the map. So what do you do nowadays? I've started streaming, so I play like this game and playing Terraria. Tommy Simons and some Megamind video. What? Oh, God, stupid YouTube. I know why it's doing that. Bastards. Sometimes when I watch a video, I accidentally, because I'm just on mobile, right? It's so easy to slip and hit the save button. And for whatever reason, instead of saving to my watch later playlist, it'll automatically sometimes save it to Miner Gun Builder playlist instead. And so instead of saving it to like my YouTube watch later playlist, it will save it to the Miner Gun Builder playlist, which is not supposed to do whatsoever. And it just decides it's going to do that. And so now that's there, so great. So it's destroying a lot, but it's not actually gonna... Oh, it's gonna get all that, yeah. This circle is not very precise. It's a lot bigger than that. So the bots will be safe once I make them all leave the area, but I'm gonna need to You play Terraria? I have started playing Terraria, yes. I streamed it, I'm gonna stream it tomorrow again. I do also have another video I gotta upload for that. I'm gonna stream it tomorrow again. I also streamed it, Wednesday and, like, Saturday, or Sunday last week, I think. There's a lot of power here down here. Holy. Can I bridge it up? No, that doesn't reach. Damn. I would like to get the water around, but no, it's too far. It's been annoying grinding around my current state. Yeah, the grinding is always annoying. It's like 24 hours from now. Yep. That's how time works, Ken. I'm sorry to tell you. Look, Ken, I didn't want to break this this news on you right now, but that's how time works. I'm so sorry. What is the green stuff? Arcosite. What is Arcosite? I have no idea what that does. There's stuff under there. Oh shit, there's a whole second area. I can rewatch your video and I'll see if it's a huge upgrade. Don't know green, but you should drink green. You bought Terraria or you know? I had Terraria already, actually. So I'm not technically in the violation of no buying games. I already had it. I think the goal is going to be, let the nuclear launch hit, and immediately move in my troops to go take this area. I want to be able to reclaim this area fast and rebuild it immediately. How do you do that? I just had it already. All I want for Christmas is a tungsten cube. Yes! VC isn't that cool, Cloud. Who's talking about VC? There was nothing down here, eh? There's like barely any tungsten or graphite. What's that? The giant ball of death? That's a nuke. I want a VR headset. Yeah, VR headsets are fun. I have a VR headset. Haven't I streamed in a VR? I've streamed in my VR headset before, haven't I? I think I didn't have voice. But one of the best sandbox games in my opinion. It's affordable and fun. It really is. Like along with like Minecraft, Terraria is amazing. VRPO? Don't know what that is. Hang on, I just heard someone go aha in the background. I'm gonna go investigate. Okay, that was weird. I heard in the background, aha! I don't know why. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you too, no one. You're asking to do an investigation. It does reach, nice. I can run that into the same line. There's just not a lot of graphite out here. There's bits and pieces of it, but geez. Kind of all the materials are, like, really limited in this map. This whole, like, planet... You know what's weird? This planet, statistically, should be incredibly resource-rich. Because the way these planets work, when you are so close to the sun, everything is super hot and melty and gets really dense really easily. And so what ends up happening is... Nerd... Terrariized. Yes. What ends up happening is it forms like really rich in material planets. If you look at Mercury, our planet, for example, it's like Mercury in our solar system is basically just composed of a bunch of metal. Compression? Kinda, yeah. So like with Earth, for example, you get like... Right here's like 2D Minecraft. Yeah, it kinda is. With Earth, you get like... First off, you have life and stuff in the way. But if you look further out, like Mars is kind of just like sitting there. It's kind of like a cold rock. Cold, not quite into diamonds. More like iron and tungsten, kind of. Those kinds of materials. Because like on Mars, for example, is like a lifeless planet. It's just kind of there. It's just kind of sitting there. Huh. Life and stuff in the way, grass. But with Mercury, it's all like liquid. I don't know how the best way to describe this is. Neptune's weird. Yeah, Neptune, the gas giants are full of a lot of gas. But how do I describe this, what it is? When things are really hot, chemically they like to fall apart. Meaning, on Earth, you get a lot of things like certain kinds of rock deposits forming out of combinations of different materials settled from volcanic activity. On Mercury, it's so hot, everything is constantly just falling apart. It's not like this planet. It's not this hot. Well, it might be more hot, actually. This one has slag oceans. I don't think Mercury has like, lava oceans. That is correct. Okay. I'm falling apart, so he's really hot. Good job, Ken. Nice joke. Hope it's a joke. So, it all sort of falls apart, and you get things broken down into their bare atoms, and the most stable atoms are things like iron and copper and... You get a lot of, like, iron and copper and tungsten. You get a lot of the transition metals because they're very stable. Iron, particularly, is incredibly stable. So when things are so hot... Not lava like slag, yeah. It's not lava. It is slag? Does Mercury actually have slag lakes? Molten metal. Like from this game? I guess. It is mainly iron. Iron is the... Bailey's looking at me because I'm yelling. It's mainly iron. Because iron is the most... It takes more energy to make iron into something smaller or heavier, which is also why you get, like, supernova. Or it's, like, the final step of a supernova, before a supernova. Except for, like, the protons joining... Except for, like, the electrons joining the protons and neutrons. You don't need to worry about that. It's a bunch of complex quantum physics stuff. But it just gets so hot, it all starts to just form into a bunch of iron. So Mercury is just, like, covered in rare minerals. It's not all iron. Though you do get a bunch of, like, tantalum and gold and like, copper and lead. You get all sorts of things. Slag is actually unrefined molten iron. Okay. Adam sounds like a weird guy. But it is particularly a lot of iron. So, like, a good option for, like, building a Dyson sphere in the future is just deconstructing Mercury. Like, I think, let's be honest, Mercury is not going to last if humanity prospers. I think we're going to have to say goodbye to Mercury at some point. But Mercury is just a whole bunch of really rich resources. None of it's wasted being taken up by, like, carbon and stuff. Because when it's so hot, carbon just falls apart and then merges into heavier things. Yeah, fuck Mercury. So you don't get a bunch of stuff taken wasted by carbon and like water, for example, is H2O. You don't get a bunch of stuff wasted by like water on the planet because it all just water would evaporate, and so your hydrogen and hydrogen oxygen fall apart and they just reform into new atoms, and then it just over time ends up becoming a whole lot of iron basically, along with like other transition metals that are just heavy enough to then survive. So like Mercury and Venus are incredibly mineral rich. So realistically, this planet actually makes sense. It does kind of. It makes sense to have like graphite and tungsten and what's the other one? Beryllium. Beryllium I think would maybe fall apart even more. But like I think like iron rather than beryllium would make more sense. Um but really like realistically this planet should it's fairly realistic, but it should have a lot more resources. Can't be destroyed nor created. Right. But atoms can fall apart down to protons and neutrons and then reform new atoms. And when it's hot enough, they will do that. You need to get to the point where it does? Well, it has a lot of resources, but the other planet had more. Like, there's like just like, look. There's like these giant, like, barren sections all along here, right? See how there's nothing in the ground, nothing in the walls? Unless it's a bunch of, like, ground up minerals in the ground that the boss just, that my guys refuse to actually mine. Having such little minerals in the walls here, slag is resources. Yeah, I guess that's true. Slag is literally resources. But like, look at the ground, right? Realistically, not only would this be full of mineral deposits, but the ground itself could be like swept up to get tiny amounts of like fine metal, and then combined into more stuff. Realistically, you could like start sweeping the ground and getting a bunch of iron out of it, which might come in later, I guess. But like even just the walls, these should be covered in minerals. Having a resource barren level is actually like, especially just from what we'd normally see in the planet. Okay, hang on. I realized something, and I rescind my opinion. I rescind what I just said. We are on the South Pole. Not that close to our bots melt. That's a good point. Oh, well, our bots are made of silicon, though. Silicon has an incredibly high melting temperature. I believe it's closer than Mercury. It's got to be closer than Mercury, right? It's really close. You can see it's a really close planet. Our bots are made of silicon. Silicon, along with carbon, have some of the lowest melting temperatures, so it's not unsurprised. The bots are made of silicon beryllium alloys, or I guess silicon beryllium are like ionic bonds. Our bots are made out of silicon beryllium ionic bonds. Right, the sun's small. That's a good point. That's only a red dwarf star. It probably is a red dwarf star. It's really dim too. That probably is a red dwarf star. Interesting Mindstreet lore. We are on the South Pole. No wonder there's so few resources. We're on the South Pole. All the resource stuff would be rich area would be in the middle here. Beryllium forms that 4 carbon bond? You might be right. I don't know how beryllium and carbon act. Wouldn't it be carbon 2 beryllium? Wouldn't it be 2 beryllium to 1 carbon? 12,720. What's 12,722? That excited state rate? I don't know. I'm not like that far into chemistry. I don't know about that. BH4? BH4? You're saying 1 beryllium to 4 hydrogen? I guess that does work, doesn't it? 1 beryllium to 4 hydrogen does work. BF4. Beryllium fluoride? Does that even work? I don't know if beryllium fluoride even works. Silvery white metallic chemical element. Some 92 electrons exact, or protons and electrons. Neutrons are more important. Works for halogens and not hydrogen. Oh, you're right. B is 3. No. Yes? No, okay. Beryllium is 4. You're right. It'd be 4 covalent bonds. You're right on that. My bad. I was thinking it was 3 for some reason. It'd be four covalent bonds attaching it to the fluorine. Here, hydrogen, hydrogen. Never eat soggy waffles. Yeah, that's the way I do it too. Never eat soggy waffles. Never eat shredded wheat. When B gets excited, it goes BF4. So if it's all forming beryllium fluoride, what's happening to fluorine? Oh wait, BF3 normally. It's BF3. It's BF3 normally. Sounds nice. Let's be. What would BF3 be doing? Beryllium is 4. How does BF3 work? Does it double covalent with one of the fluorines, or is it not a stable molecule? BF3 is the real one. Does it like double covalent somehow? Boron, not beryllium. Oh, you're right. I'm an idiot. Yeah, right. Boron is 5. No, boron is 3. Oh god, right. Beryllium is 2. Why was I thinking beryllium is 4? Boron is 3. And so, okay. It's 5. It's in the third row. 3 bonds. Right, it's in the third row with triple bond. Oh, yeah. God, my chemistry is off today. My bad. I thought we were talking about beryllium still. BFG even stand for? BFG is not a thing. Okay, well, BFG is a big fucking gun. I think Ken was trying to say BFB, which is, Is it? Yeah, it's BFB. What does BFB stand for? It's something flying behemoth. I don't remember what the BFB one is. I know Moab is massive, ordinary, big flying behemoth. I think it's more than big. I know the Moab is massive, ordinary airship. No, air balloon or air blimp. And ZOMG is Zeppelin of Mighty Gargantuarness. I don't remember what the first word of first B is though. Battle for Beans. BAD? Boss and Death. I don't know. I have no idea what the BAD is, because that's not in Monkey City. BAD is a Monkey Tower Defense 6 exclusive one, and I don't have Tower Defense 6. Look it up. Good idea. You might be able to see. I guess you wouldn't be able to. It'll say eventually in the city game. It'll actually say. What if this planet with nukes? Well, presumably we're gonna get thorium out of this. Man, my base really is right in the center of that too. That's unfortunate. Give us nukes. I'll nuke you back. Yeah, we're here using conventional weapons. They're like trying to start nuclear war. They're trying to start nuclear war so we both nuke all the planets and put life out of existence. Brutal flying. There you go. Brutal flying behemoth. My uncle is dead. Congratulations. I'm sure he's very proud of all your achievements from heaven. We ain't real. Where the lasers, like from Star Wars? Weebots. December 18th. Nothing is going to happen on December 18th. Nothing special will happen. Big Airship of Doom. Ah, yes. Sounds about right. That's comforting. You're all doomed, fools! Comforting. Can the bots vent? Your Honor, I'd like to abstain. What? You did tell us we had no chance. Let's party till the end. I'm gonna need new bot factories, eh? I've got tier 2s of those coming out here, but I need the tier 1s of the flyers, and probably tier 1s of the walkers as well. This is like my new base of operations back here now. I mean, I never felt too at home with the old... I didn't build any of this. None of this feels like at home to me. The game is so much, I know, right? This never, like, felt mine. This here feels really mine. And this up here feels kinda mine. As I expand, they'll feel more and more mine. Then I'll expand back into the other area and it'll feel mine again. Then it'll really feel mine, and then I'll go murder the enemy. This is like we're in the Napoleonic Wars. You mining a lot. This is where like we're in the middle of the Napoleonic Wars, and Britain's like, I'm gonna go up and attack Copenhagen again. Like, here's France, and down here is Copenhagen. This one's not mine, but Britain's gonna attack anyway. Two mods, first person and third person. Oppenheimer? No, Copenhagen. It's the capital of Denmark. Guys, come on. You're expected to know these things here. Come on. I have a lot of that. Wow. How's our power doing? Just fine. Okay, graphite and we don't have silicon yet. Oh, right. See, doesn't know he can speak in second person. Pet geography, sorry. I'm not even a geography nerd, and I know these things. Come on, guys. I expect better from you. Bad geography. Oppenheimer did what? Oh, God. Okay, the tank fabricator will be these two. Those duct bridges, weren't they? Don't you get surgeons plant? You're supposed to. I will at some point, I just don't know when. There is surgeon's plant. I just went ding. Holy, it's been 2 hours. Jeez. Time flies. Okay, duct router. Good ammo. I wonder if Surge is good ammo. I have no idea how you get Surge yet. So, we can think about hang on, we can think about this chemically, right? Surge with an alloy of copper, lead, silicon, and titanium. We have silicon, and the other three things are not present on this planet. So how would we get Surge? An alloy of copper, lead, and titanium. Let me get the Pock Elements book for this. We gotta figure chemically out what this would be made from. Thorium? Don't think so. So, copper, titanium, and lead. So, lead... Probably slag? That's a good point. So, iron is really near copper. Cobalt and nickel are in the way. But iron... If you take slag and assume it's iron... Yeah. Well, slag is already melted... Actually, slag is already confirmed to be melted from a certain kind of few things. So if we assume slag... Actually, yeah, that's it. Slag literally makes copper, lead, and titanium, and, like... What's the other thing? It makes copper, lead, titanium, and something. There is no iron, yeah. But it makes copper, lead, and titanium. So it's probably just slag in combination with... like silicon. Graphite? It could be. So that's the other possibility. Lead is basically a heavier version of, like, graphite, right? So what it could be is it could be like silicon as well. Silicon is just like a lighter version of lead. So it could be like silicon, graphite. Thing is, you don't have replacements for copper and titanium. Chemistry part 2. So it could be like silicon, graphite, and we just need 2 metals. We would need a replacement for the copper and the titanium. And it would need to be specific as well. So it could be slag along with silicon and graphite. Could just be all of them. Tungsten is heavier than lead? Maybe it's a bit denser. It's got a lower number, though. Might be more dense, though. This has been building out in a weird way, eh? Just building towards the center there. Scrap to slag. Copper, titanium, lead, thorium, graphite. Right. It can make thorium in some cases. So it can make thorium in one case. And graphite is the fourth thing. Oh, right, you were saying graphite, right. Yeah, so then, like, slag plus silicon would be enough. Because then you literally have your copper, lead. You could even get, like, thorium as an output, possibly. Because then, literally, there's your copper, lead, titanium, plus you add silicon, and then you get, like, thorium as an output, thorium or graphite as an output. And probably heat. Yeah, it'll need heat as well. But thing is, slag is already really hot. think I'm more dense than tungsten. Slag is already really hot. If you're pumping in hot slag, it could just it would just have to reform it and then wait for it to cool. Or cool it itself. Even the slag smelters in the other game didn't need heat. And this planet's already super hot. You would need some sort of sorting thing. You would need a way to, separate all the resources to properly... Well, no, not even. You would need to separate out... Thorium gets left in there all the time. Thorium can be left in there, and then it's just slightly radioactive. That's fine. The only thing you have to get out is the graphite. Although, actually, I'm still wrong. Heat bar in some machine? That was the thorium reactor. And that was just because it would blow up otherwise. As far as I know, it's only the thorium reactor that actually has a heat bar. Nothing here. And even then, if there's graphite in there, you probably don't have to remove that, because the graphite and silicon are both in the same lane, so it would probably still work to just leave the graphite in. So literally slag. Have we considered the possibility that... Have we considered the possibility slag is just melted surge alloy? It is in Eric here, I remember. There's nothing here with a heat meter. Heat's not a factor in this game. I don't know what bar exactly you thought you saw. There's no heat as far as I know. Nothing here works on a temperature system. Use tungsten weights. Okay, this is 5 minutes. This has been the longest 5 minutes I've ever seen. Slag is molten scrap? Then is scrap just old? That would make sense, right? If scrap is just... Look, wait, it even connects. They have nuclear bombs. Scrap is surge alloy buildings that were hit with nukes. That's it. That's where the radioactivity comes from. Is old materials? Hey, Max. But what if it's specifically things that were hit with nukes? That would give it the radioactiveness, and that explains the copper, the lead, the titanium, and the graphite can be explained by silicon that's fallen down... It's silicon that fell down to carbon, and then turned into graphite crystallized structure. It's scrap... Wow, lore. There it is. So, then we know what happened. That's why we lost, too. It wasn't a fair fight. They nuked us. We didn't lose because some unfair fight. There wasn't a fight. They nuked us off Serpolo. That's why there's radioactive scrap everywhere. Think. You don't just find radioactivity in the random scrap. Why would you find radioactivity in scrap? Why is there so much thorium from scrap? They nuked it, Max. They nuked us. That's the result. They nuked us, and that's why there's the radioactivity in the scrap, and it's just melted surge alloy. Russ is right about how you make surge. We found the lore, boys. Oh, goodbye, Max. Why haven't they now? That's a good point. What would be the reason then? They have access to nuke. Well, here's the thing. They have access to nukes still. They haven't re-nuked Serpolo, but they are now threatening a nuke here. Can put Max in timeout. So, they haven't re-nuked Serpolo. Don't they want the... That could be it. Well, no. But the thing is, it's bots, right? Bots are immune to thorium. And we even know the surge alloy can survive with thorium in it. Because when you don't use the disassembler, you don't get thorium as an output. Meaning the radioactive components, the radioactivity, is still just inside those things. If you then turn it back to surge, it's fine. So, that little bit of radioactivity is actually fine to just be in the materials. And it's all bots. There's no people here. It's all just bots, and the radioactivity doesn't actually disturb the mineral. You only make it pure if you remove that radioactivity. But presumably the entire bots and pilots, are there even pilots? I think it's all AI, isn't it? Isn't it just AI? We have no confirmation, are humans, but are there even pilots? We have no confirmation of any organic life, with the exception of on Serpolo, there's the fungus and some trees. That's it. The spores and the trees. But give me a reason why fungus spores can easily survive in radioactivity, and none of the trees are alive. We do rule. None of the trees are alive, right? They all died supposedly to the spores, but why not died to radioactive exposure? 34. When the nukes landed, the nukes broke out the spores, and the spores spread across. The spores could be radiation fueled. We have no clue. The spores could have just used radiation to fuel themselves. I'm pretty sure that's a thing actual fungi do. There are real fungi in Chernobyl that live off radiation. I swear I saw spored trees. I think that's just spores growing on trees, though. It's not actual spore trees. Mutated spores, yeah. That's another thing. What if the spores are mutated? Like, what if they weren't initially even capable of taking over the planet and grow with just water? Yeah. What if they weren't capable of taking over the planet, but they mutated with using radiation, and now they've spread across the planet because Jesus the Lord. Now they've spread across the planet using the radiation. Because normally they would take water to grow, right? How'd they get in the deserts? Well, if they're feeding off the radiation and the entire planet was nuked, most sectors at the least have scrap. And the winds, if there were that many nukings, for there to be radioactive components in all the scrap in all the sectors, or almost all of them, the wind would have blown it around. There is so much radiation, no wonder the spores are out of hand. They're eating the radiation. And that's probably why they're not even trying to recontain the spores yet. Neither side wants to recontain the spores, because they're eating the radiation. That's the reason it's all bots here. Why are there no humans? Why is it all bots and not a single human? There is not a single human because humans couldn't survive. It was nuked. Do you think it was bots experimenting on spores? Not a chance. It was people experimenting on spores. But why have the people not come back? For Spore Maker? I haven't. Do you know, it was people experimenting on spores. When they got out, why have people not come back to the planet? If we knew people were here experimenting at one point, because it's radioactively contaminated. They are in the atmosphere, sending down bots to rebuild the area. The spores ate the nukes, basically. Of course, humans risk lives for money. Dude, in Serpolo. Dude. I think that's the answer. No spores on Arakir. Yeah, so there's no spores on Arakir, and they're still using nukes. So then the only question remaining is why are they not still using spores on Serpolo? Why are they not still, nukes? Why are they still not nuking Serpolo? Do they have a limited supply of nukes? The heat? But nuclear explosions don't require heat. They make their own. Oh yeah, so not the spores. The spores would all burn up. I meant nukes. I know I said spores accidentally. That's my bad. So why aren't they using nukes on Serpolo? If they're willing to they're clearly willing to nuke planets. They've nuked all of Serpolo before in order to stop us, and now they're nuking here. The worse it gets due to spores? Preservation. We're mining companies. We don't give a damn about preservation. We're mining companies. Plus, Serpolo's already long gone. Serpolo is just spores now. Whatever was on Serpolo is long dead. There was clearly used to be life, because there was water and trees, but it's all long dead because of the spores. And this is too hot to make anything. What it could be... Oh, that's it. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. Okay, listen, hear me out. Anything to spores? That's true, but the thorium reactors don't just leak radiation. Nuclear reactors don't just leak radiation. Why would they nuke their planet? Well, to keep us away. We're invading this planet and they're nuking it now too. Here's a theory. What if the spores get incredibly strong whenever you use nukes? What if they eat radiation so much they get completely out of hand if you use nukes, right? We are seeing extreme spore outbreaks on Serpolo. Lots and lots of spore, but we are only seeing very trace amounts of radiation. So little radiation that it's just fine to be in our things, and without a very specific separator, whatever it's called. Without a very specific separator, we are not able to even get the radiation out of the contaminated material. What if if they tried using a nuke on Serpolo, the amount of radiation it would put in would make the spores so bad, they themselves would not be able to operate there. Alien grass or algae. But what if using a nuke would put so much radiation, the spores would get so bad they could not be there? Why are we only just now going back when there's trace amounts of radiation? Why are we only just now there? Why aren't they spread across the entire planet in the time it took us to get ready? They are themselves only just coming back. Both sides just had to come back just recently, re-landing after the initial nuking. When the nuking got so bad, the spores, who are eating the radiation, there was so much in the atmosphere, they got out of control, and neither planet's technology would work because there were too many spores and fungi growing in the machines. They are only now coming back once the radiation level is this low already. And increases in number. True, yeah. It would make them release more spores and then mutate them. So you possibly risk making the spore situation worse as well. Here, this planet is already a barren wasteland. Our spore reign in Serpolo. Game theory for these. It's grass theory. Grass theory. Woo. That was a bad game theory reference. It's just a theory, a game theory. It works. It really works. Both sides are only just coming back because after the initial nuking, there was so much radiation. The spores got so out of hand, they broke the enemy machines. Thanks for watching. And that's why special guest Haveldash. That. With special guest Dash. And so that's why they themselves aren't spread across the planet because they're only just coming back after the spores got too at hand, and they refuse to renuke it because they know. Dash, that's better, yeah. They refuse to renuke it because they know if they renuke it, the spores could get so out of hand again. Not only do they disable us, but the wind brings the radiation of the spores around, and it destroys all their machines again. If they nuke Serpolo, they start over, and again, the planet, no one can survive there until the spores go away and the radiation decreases. So if you nuked Serpolo, you would make it inhospitable to either planet. But if you nuke here, there's no spores here, and there can't be a spore outbreak because it's too hot. They can use as many nukes as they want on this planet, because spores will never be a problem. It's too hot for spores. So they can nuke this planet, but they can't nuke the other one. So we can win the other planet. This one, it could turn into a nuclear battle. But they can't nuke Serpolo, and that's why they haven't. Why there's no enemy base in some sectors. Yeah, that's the thing. They're a mining company, right? Why are they not spread by now once we got wiped off across the entire planet, right? It's artificial intelligence. You've seen me play, right? Imagine if a player had that much time and many copies of himself to just cross the entire planet simultaneously. You'd get the entire thing so fast, right? Why are they not spread across the whole planet yet in the time it's taken us to set up? Because the spores were too intense. As we were setting up on those smaller spots, they were setting up their eradication bases. They were setting the bases at the same time we were setting our bases. Otherwise, they would have been across the entire planet already. We both had to come back and reset our bases at the same time. Because we had both been kicked off by the massive amount of spores that were just interrupting our mining operations. It just was not even worth trying to come back. Amazing. It actually works. The lore makes sense. And remember guys, this is why chemistry is important. We got here by determining what the chemical composition of slag was. Being a combination of lead, copper. We're a mining company though? We have to be. What else are we? Why else are we on these planets? We've got like the same type of enemy robots. We're not. They're not another species. They're not another species because they're using our same bots. The turrets. Well, yeah, to fight the enemies, of course, or possible wildlife. We are not different species because we're using all the same tech. We are the same species fighting over planets. We're using the same tech. Colonization like the British. So we're just two separate mining companies. We're using the same tech. We're just fighting each other. Just like humans here. The nukes have destroyed the resources or something here. I suppose that's possible. I don't know. You've got a good point. But, well, maybe. Versus the Russian mining company. Could be. Or it's been mined. That's the other possibility. If this planet's just been more intensely mined. And that's the other thing. Presumably, right? Presumably, they've been fighting on these two planets the whole time. Why would you even start on Serpolo before starting on this planet? This planet is much more resource rich. It does not make sense to start on Serpolo, but not this planet. They probably started here and they've been mining here a lot longer. Enemy bases every sector. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. There have been enemy bases here every sector. So here's the lore. Here's the lore then. Here's the lore of what happened. Okay? Let's make the entire lore tree in the last, like... Well, we still like 40 minutes. Let's make the entire timeline of this game. Two rival mining companies come. The enemy starts mining on this planet, and we start mining on Serpolo. The enemy comes and attacks us on Serpolo, and decides to get rid of us to nuke the planet. Somewhere in that, a ship is shot down, creating Impact 78, where the ship is shot down, it lands in Sector 78. And then during the nukings, a spore building is broken open, and spores, sensing radiation in their environment, quickly evolve to consume radiation and begin covering and wiping out Serpolo, and become so dense in the extreme radiation that has affected every sector that they block any company's ability to function on that planet. The enemy continues to work and build up on their planet. But overgrowth? Wasn't it Impact 78? Wasn't it Impact 78 where it crashed? It didn't crash into overgrowth, did it? What crashed into Impact 78? I made him think up months ago. What hit Impact 78 and what's overgrowth? So no biomass facilities. Well, yeah, was it the overgrowth with the biomass facilities? Was it overgrowth that had the biomass facilities? I might not have been clarified there. Biomass facility. Okay. So the ship crashes into Impact 78, causing the impact. And then separately in the nukings of the planet. Yeah, well, it probably was the facility. The ship crashed into Impact 78, into Sector 78, we call it Impact 78. Separately in the nukings, in the attacks during the nukings, which proceeded to lace radiation into everywhere in the planet and all through the atmosphere, the spores get out of the biomass synthesis facility, where they proceed to evolve to consume radiation and spread around the entire planet, killing the planet and consuming the radiation. It's so intense, no mining company can work on Serpolo temporarily. We begin fighting over this planet. As the enemy is already established there, we come down, we start fighting them, and they are still willing to nuke us. While we wait for the radiation to go down in Serpolo. Can you start this planet before getting to a certain point in the other planet? Are they like two separate campaigns? How do these planets work? Info and read the Spore Factory. Yeah. I'll do that right away. It's still minty. Then, once the spores are weak enough that the mining companies can come back, us and the other ones both come back, spend some time building up our bases, and now have begun fighting again. And while the nukes are still willing to be used on this planet, nukes are not willing to be used on the other planet for fears that it would cause the spores to re-increase in intensity, kicking both companies off the planet again. And that is your lore of my industry. I should make like a genuine video like talking about this, like individually. You get interplanetary launcher in Serpolo. Well, yeah, but we are already like we're a mining company, right? We're not coming from the planet. We're coming from space. We could be wherever we want. Presumably, we have some sort of ship in orbit. Because if the spores got that intense, we wouldn't be able to stay down there either. I love the fact that all this came. It could be for space resources interchange. Yeah, I see. I figure the interplanetary launcher is for getting things from the surface up to space and then being able to sell them. I figure we likely have space bases somewhere. I assume the interplanetary launcher is getting things off the planet and then just being able to so we can sell them basically, right? Because we're mining companies. That's how we get them off. I like how we've been off task for so long. I do find it amazing that with a combination of like chemistry and like the knowledge of what slag is made of, and the fact that there's radiation inside of slag, along with the nuke we found, that we've been able to determine like a very, very realistic like possibility for what happened to this planet, for what happened to Serpolo specifically. Because I don't think that's guaranteed and known as canonical with like the nukings of Serpolo, but it seems like a very possible theory. How do I look at the Okay, Serpolo, Tech Tree. Where is the spore thing? I just don't know where it is. I'm probably like looking right at it, aren't I? Here? It's a spore press. The cultivator. Here it is, cultivator. Okay. Cultivates tiny amounts of atmospheric spores into spore pods. Recovered technology used to produce massive amounts of biomass as efficiently as possible. Likely the initial incubator of the spores now covering Serpolo. So, yeah. So, it must have been during the nukings. The biomass synthesis facility got hit, and then this thing allowed the spores to escape. Spores and air make it better. Yeah, this thing is power. Yeah. Well, yeah, because that's what the thing does. It takes the spores from the air, combines them with water, and then lets them grow. And presumably, spores in the air is better, because the spots where spores are still in the air will be the spots where there's radiation in the air still. The more spores you'd have in the air, it's because there's more radiation in that area still. Explain the ruins? The map is also... Explain the ruins? Well, the ruins all come from nukings. When the enemy initially nuked Serpolo... Ruin 1. What do you mean? When the enemy initially nuked Serpolo, they would have destroyed all the bases, and the bases presumably would have been made out of the strongest material possible, right? Surge alloy. Surge alloy is the strongest material, aside from like the phase wall's ability to absorb electrical arcs. Surge alloy, or no, phase absorbs what? So you find titanium containers there. And doors. Which one? Which map? That one reflects those. Large surge wall is electrical arcs. So, assuming you're not trying to defend against enemies with bullets, biomass facility? That makes sense then. It would make sense you find the doors at the biomass facility, because the doors are where you would need like your airlocks and stuff, especially if you're working with spores you don't want to escape onto the planet. I think 2,400. Notably, surge walls are also the strongest wall by a far margin. The scrap walls. There are those, actually, yeah. You are right. Door has no lore. Do materials have lore? In separators into constituent materials. Are just nuked surge walls. Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. So the surge wall is a yellow, right? The surge wall is this shade of yellow, and the wall, the destroyed giant wall is this shade of gray. So presumably, when the nukings happen, so when surge is exposed to like the nukes, it just turned into like this desolate gray. I mean, I guess. But we do see them surrounded by scrap. So I mean, the color doesn't matter too much, does it? We see those things literally surrounded by scrap, which again we know is part radiation and part surge supplies. So they must have built their bases out of surge, the strongest material they had available to them. And then when it gets nuked, some of the walls remain standing, but most of them fell into the scrap. And now you can melt down scrap to get the things for the surge again, plus the radiation from the nukes. Walls that fell as scraps, yeah. So it was just built out of the strongest material they had, and the thing that's resistant to electrical arcs, which you've seen Serpolo's electric system, right? It's a bunch of like interwoven wires, right? If it's a bunch of interwoven wires, electrical arcs are a thing you could be genuinely concerned about, especially if humans are living on the planet. So you make your wall out of the strongest thing available and an electrical resistant thing. So if there are electrical arcs, just accidentally, your humans don't get hurt. But then when the nukings happened, the humans all went dead on the planet, and the things fell into scrap. Totally agree, CT. I'm a theorist. I did it. We did it. I don't do like theories for many things. I'm not really much of a theorist, but I am glad we like found this. This is really fun. So yeah, it was just surge walls. It's surge buildings that got nuked and fell apart, plus the radiation, and that's why you mine that stuff out of the scrap. Okay, these are both set up. I think we're just ready to let the nuke happen. Alphas actually Sans from Undertale. I think that's a little bit. I think that one might be a little bit far fetched. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all feeling that lag? Is there a bit of lag going on? Nah, it's just you again, Ken. Oh shit. Let me go along here. Okay, we're going to have to flip the direction these look at. Would you be the mind theorist if you weren't successful playing the games? Balloon Chipper's kind of a what? Kind of like a Spike Factory. I don't know. I mean, Spike Factory is like about building up damage over time as like an extra defense usually. Balloon Chipper is about, depending on what you're using it for, either fast cleanup and stunning mainly. I use it for stunning mostly. Stunning and Moab killing. It also is a really good just Moab stunner. It's really good to like slow down Moabs and buy you a lot of time, and it instantly kills everything but like ZOMGs, which it also slows immensely. I use it for cleaning up. Yeah, it's good for cleaning up too. Well, 30 seconds, guys. Time to say goodbye to everything in here. Did anything in here mean anything to anyone? I built a little bit of stuff down here and a little bit up there. I feel a little bit sad for that. Everything else is meaningless. Ten. Oh no, the bot! Run! Run! No! Oh no. Oh no. Poor thing. Okay, there he is. What a nuke. They got evaporated. Rip the bot. Okay, well, time for murder. They must pay for that bot. You stole the life of innocent bot, and we will not stand for this. Four enemy cores. Holy crap. Well, time for war. Dun 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 dun. I don't think I'm singing the right song. Da 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 da. The thorium explosion looks better. Also, hold up real quick. Can I just... Oh, yo, it survived. Yeah, you mine that beryllium. You, good job. Keep going. Keep up the good work, soldier. Yeah, there's no even getting over that. That's all like a solid wall. At least there are these things they can't completely over. No power though? Oh, it's fine, Dash. It doesn't need power. You think it needs power. All it needs is the will to live. Sing the German national anthem. I don't think that's the right one. My cat's like looking at me weird. The fuck is he doing? Soviet Russia is better. La 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 la. The cat is saying that. Ah, yes, German. Well, I'm dead. Some may not know. Actually, German, because we about to do some genocide. Oh, what's that? You didn't mean to nuke me and kill all of my friends? Specifically that one friend of mine? Well, guess what, bucko? Killing that one guy was a step too far. It hurt my feelings. Apologize right now. I can't just like rebuild all this, eh? Also, is it just me or does anyone else not understand the words to the American national anthem? Like when I sing or hear the American national anthem, you know what I hear? One of the more prominent phrases I hear is chat lag is making me cry. One of the more prominent phrases I hear in the American national anthem is "Gay flew through the night." But is that right? I don't know that anthem. Gay flu? Well, not gay flu. Like gay. Like I think it's supposed to be like they flew through the night, or they proved through the night, or something like that. But I always hear gay. How fitting. I love my country handsome not to be a nationalist. That's ought to be a router. Don't even know what else. Alright, and there's these. There is so much stuff I have to put back. I hate my country anthem not to be racist. Ken, what's your country anthem? It's... Go on, Ken, sing for me. That power placement is annoying me. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Is that song copyrighted? Am I allowed to sing that song? And a Happy New Year Perhaps. They can't copyright Christmas carols, right? Is that even legal? Sing for grass. I gotta, like, fix the things first. Copyright the birthday song, I think. I don't see how that's in any way legal. Okay. I have most of the lines fixed. There's a few other things I'll have to fix yet. Holy crap, I don't even have this. This is gonna be expensive. Do I even have silicon going to a base right now? I don't know if I do. Happy birthday to ye. It really is cute that they thought they could simply take me down with a nuke, right? All the work and effort that had to go into making that entire nuke. And I've almost completely rebuilt in, like, no time. Just giving them time to do it, to think what they have done. Think about it. You killed my baby. You will pay for this. You've been way too naughty. Not in the good way. I don't think that's how naughty works, Ken. I think naughty is generally just always bad. Anything else? Look at how incredibly fast I rebuilt all this. How much of this planet is done? For this planet, I have no idea. And for the other planet, nothing near close. Okay, that line we reversed, so we don't need anymore. What? Okay, they're all... Oh. I had a mini heart attack for a second. I thought enemies got past us. They're all looking backwards just because that was the last way they're facing. I thought something got past us. You have schematic this time? I don't have schematics for this world. The traces that you built. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm just able to come back so quickly because I had so many resources in stock, and it's just like all the traces of everything. Like, immediately, these are just back up. That's the entirety of what your nuke did, guys. You gave me 5 minutes to prepare, so I literally just pre-built a whole bunch of stuff over here that I literally would not have built otherwise. And then I was literally just be able to, like, I just copied everything, and then just rebuilt it all. The enemy did, like, that was, like, so dumb of these. They wasted a nuke. It did nothing. It cost me, like, 3k silicon, that's it. What did it cost them? Huh? Go, my pretties, go! They shouldn't have yelled tactical nuke incoming. That would have helped. They really need some, like, better defense too, right? Like, when they know I'm this strong, more than three weapons might be a good idea. Just stand in front of laser. I mean, it worked, did it not? You can't say it did not work. Yeah, the equivalent of a Zenith. Wow, that base looked so good. Yeah, not anymore. Oh, they had more weapons. They had more weapons down here. Oh, look at these little baby weapons. Look at how cute this is. Oh, nice little command outpost over here. It got poofed. I mean, it's smart, right? It's a defense mechanism to make sure, like, it's a defense mechanism to make sure your enemies can't use what you've built. I don't know why it's different on Serpolo than here, but... Right, we just steal their stuff. Like, why not? Look at this map is so much bigger. But you destroyed everything? Well, yeah, because I know it gets poofed. Oh, we got more. I've left no defense. This is not good. That was a dumb decision by me. Let's move everything here down to there. Yeah, Thanos snapped the everything, the map before leaving. It's the law. Oh, look at this! Look at this nice puny base again. Look at that. Does anyone else find it weird that, like, Thanos with the Infinity Stones did, like, the dumbest possible thing he could have done? Like, by assembling all of the Infinity Stones, he could have done whatever he wanted. Created, like, infinite pocket space for farming and whatever. Thanos could have done whatever he, like, wanted. Any smart, intelligent thing to help people. And he decided mass genocide. Like, Thanos is either an evil monster or just an idiot. Right? Get attacked. Don't just stand there. Trying to solve overpopulation, yeah. But do that by creating extra space. Create whole new planets. And then just say you're only allowed to have this many people per planet, right? Like, just broadcast himself in every language across the entire known universe, right? Or the entire universe. You're only allowed to have this many people. Here's your new planets. Here's your farming. Don't go overboard, or I'll kill your excess people. At least give him a chance. Do you think people would agree? I mean, for a free planet, I'd agree. Oh, so you just want me to take you want me to limit it to 5 billion people planet, and I get a free planet. Sure. So you're gonna give me a free planet, and I just have to send 2 million people to the other planet, and then make 3 more, and that's it. Fine. Again, world peace. Look, no one's against world. Again, I don't know if anyone's against world peace. Like, you just have to, like, agree to it. What if Thanos just said, hey, if you ever fight each other, I'll kill you all? Kinda sounds evil, but hey, it would achieve world peace. And as soon as 2 places try to fight each other, snap, their leaders are dead. And then, if they keep fighting, okay, snap. 10% of your people are dead. Just spins the wrong way. And then, oh, you do it again? Snap, 50% of your people are dead. At some point, they'll have to realize world peace is overrated. Why are the small guys out front? I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, but... I look like just one giant, like, glob of a thing just sending out attacks. Protection, yeah. Oh, look at that, they have a locust. They have 2 locusts. They're dead now. Well, you know, they tried. They'll bond together to fight the oppression. Well, fine, as long as they've bonded together. Okay, what is this? Guys... Guys, really? That was smart. Oh, look at this. They actually have some strong guys here. Hi, cat. Is that all a dead end up there? I have no idea. There's still the occasional locusts and stuff walking by. They're trying. Oh yeah, there's a back door. Is this the new planet? Yes, it is. Now we have 2 cats. Do we? You have a second cat somewhere? Who's the first cat? And we have CT. Is CT cat? These ones actually have more health, too. You can, like, tell these ones are armored. I'm not a cat. Oh, and you're talking about Bailey. Ah, yes. Didn't know it was just a glob of firing bullets. Epic chat lag. Yeah, see, their mistake is they think it's like a bunch of separate bots. The thing is, I just welded all these guys together so they move as a unit. They have to work collaboratively or they'll die because I just welded them together. So now they just go move. Half of them move and the other half fire, and then they all stop. They all start firing in unison. And they all just worked together to destroy the... Presumably fluorine was what that looked like. Oh, I can't get through this way. Why, damn you. Let me in! Let me in! Do I have to use crawlers to get to this base? I swear to God, game, if you make me. It's death on wheels. There's no way. Oh, damn you, game. Holy, it's big. What's the lore about these walls? What wall? Which walls? What the? Why is there still stuff here? We destroyed this base. Huh? What are these doing here? Okay, you stay here and destroy stuff. We'll move on. Indestructible ones? Well, it's just rock. That's just rock. Whoa, okay. That's a real heavily fortified base right there. God damn it, now it's just a Stell. And they're walkers. Okay, well, what's the plan? I need someone nimble. This is gonna end the enemy. It is a lot of them. What the? That's producing bots yet. They've got random fortifications around here. Good work, soldier. Let's wipe him. Mech has a bullet absorber, or I'm seeing something? I don't think they have a bullet absorber. They're trying to send resources from over there. The Murray? I don't think it does, no. Rip what? Rip the enemy? Look, they've tried to send 3 more bots as like a rescue operation for the guys down here, and they've all just been murdered. Soldier, your #1 goal is to get reconnaissance. We don't need things destroyed as much as we need to upgrade one. I don't think this thing has something like that. Actually, also, if you can sever their power supply, that is just really good. Truly genocide. Oh my god, you're kidding me. What is this? Guys. Why is your core so exposed, you idiots? What are those white beams? I think it's just the attack. Dude, walk this way. Or into here. Oh god, they found me. Run. Because those white beams are his attack. And the flat white beams are just the attack of the other guy. What are they fired at? They're firing at the random buildings in the ground right now. Retreat. I need information much more than I need a dead bot. Oh, they're following me. Duke around the lake for them. Oh, you're right. You're right. That is like a thing defense. I think you're actually right then. Oh, look at these. Okay. We found their weakness. That's where their bots are coming from. Okay, team, you're moving this way. Go make Papa proud. What the hell? They were trying to shoot walls. They were trying to, like, shoot walls back and forth. And then you need a weakness to put the enemy 6 feet under. But they have vulnerabilities. We can exploit those vulnerabilities even though we don't need to. That way we can teach the enemy how to not have vulnerabilities before our next encounter. Or in them are resources? It's just green blocks, though. They've tried to send more of these guys to defend their destroyed terrain. How do you know? Because it's just green blocks. That's literally the wall piece, right? This is a wall. They were literally throwing beryllium walls back and forth. Let us train the enemy to beat us. Well, no, here's the thing. If we trick them into thinking we're going to exploit their weaknesses, they'll spend all their time filling in weaknesses. Or Trojan horses? I don't think it exists, but it would be funny. If we spend our time, they'll spend their time thinking they have to fill their weaknesses, and then we just charge them with hundreds of thousands of bots anyway and destroy them. They'll think they have to protect their weaknesses. In reality, we're just gonna punch in the front door. Lore! Okay, team, I got one last mission for you. Oh god, the lore. I do like that you can just walk in through the back and just, like, murder their core immediately. Punch open an opening. We need a hole, men! Open us a firing hole! And then do what you can to disable them! Good on y'all! You'll be remembered. Back end? No, there's no back entrance. Here we go. Why are these still here? Here you built completed circle. Have you actually made a Mind Street AI? Good job. What the hell? The AI is trying to, like, rebuild. Fuckers. Dash, get a video of this. I want to see this. So now, guys, remember, the AI will be distracted, trying to fill in their gaps back here. They'll be trying to defend this area, and they're going to be wasting all their precious resources trying to defend that area down there. Meanwhile, my real strategy was to just do this. Fire! La 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 hello 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 la 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 Dovahkiin. Like, what do you do at this point? What do you actually do at this point when, like, the enemy is just charged in your front door and is just willingly taking the time to break down your front wall? Yay, genocide. You killed our one man! I'll kill all of you! You think you can just nuke my base, have me rebuild it, but the one guy stays dead? Even though he's a robot that can't feel pain? You fools, that's not how I operate. You'll all feel the wrath of Grassman! You think I won't commit genocide, you fools? Such a serious mining company. You think I won't slaughter every last one of your women and children? I'll do it! And when I find that space station, God be damned, I'm gonna kill them all too. What's that, a bunch of innocent people? I don't care about innocent people. Your walls will fall today. At this company, we take our bots very seriously. Don't you dare think you can mess with our bots. It'll be the worst mistake you've ever made. Oh, look at this. Look at these puny attempts to make upgraded bots to counter us. Well, guess what? There go all of your bots. Here go all of your bots. This is what you get for destroying one of ours. You think ours are a joke? Well, guess what? It's you who was the joke all along, fools. This was your home, and look what I've done to it. Every last piece will be eradicated, ending with the grand finale of your core. It'll all go. Every last piece of it will go up in flames, or words. Nothing remains. Destroy every last bit of it, men. It ends tonight. Look at, there's all the minerals. Holy beryllium, Jesus. And just slowly now, because you can't reach. Go around, men. Finish him off. There's actually a fair bit left. We gotta go back this way, too, at some point. Keep going! Nothing will survive! We'll burn the countryside! Nothing can survive without its people! Bailey wants to leave. I'm yelling too much, so Bailey's gone. A wartime! War cannot stand without its people. They will all fall, every last track. Did you ever bring resources to the enemy? Well, guess what? You're gonna die too. Are you a loyalist to the enemy? Well, guess what? You die today. Every last piece of track must go. Root up the ground. Burn it all down if you can't shoot it with bullets. How I go with Bailey. And if it doesn't burn, we'll nuke it ourselves. You can die in Green Lakes. Yes, similar to the slag. And when we walk down a stupid fucking dead end with no purpose, we'll turn around and slaughter the enemy again. They're defenseless. I'm going to let their core live, only to go back into their rear and destroy it. What are they? I'm going to let their core live, only to go into the back and destroy them. It's water? No, it's acid. Look at these fools, all these rebuilding bots. They don't know a thing about building. Look at all this shoddy infrastructure crumble before me. I don't even want to destroy the base yet. Don't. Please. Wait. No. Stop. Okay. It's fine. We can... Please just... bots. God damn it. Well... The big ones will die! Yeah! And all of you up here, if you think you're free from the tyranny, just know, at any point we can come back and do something even worse. So you better serve us, bastards. We've won this time, and we will be no more lenient next time. And we weren't even lenient this time, so don't even try it. Fools! No work for thee. You will sit there and rot to let the spores infest your corpses as the rust grinds away and you become useless, and should you ever be used, you will be destroyed, fools! Ha! Well, that was a productive time. I'm glad you guys enjoyed me. So much grass lore and my industry lore. It's the Empire of Grassland. There is no surrender. The marsh. Right next to Aegis. That was the tungsten level. An abundance of arcosite, but has limited vents. Build chemical combustion chambers to generate power. New power method at the marsh. Nice. No spores mutate for acid. Here at the Grassland Mining Company, we take our job very seriously, which is why we will proceed... Never marshed. Which is why we will proceed to absolutely slaughter our enemies should they attack our bots. And should they unjustly nuke our bots, we'll commit genocide. The enemies must be so worried, eh? Like, imagine the humans of them up on the ship, watching the video footage of my guys, like, slowly, like, go in through the back as reconnaissance, and they're like, okay, we gotta build up our back, and then just through the front gates, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da, just not even trying to hide it, not seeing it through the back, bust in through the front gates, smash everything, destroy the core, and leave. Holy hole in the wall. Like, they're just... Wish it was true for Serpolo. Yeah, Serpolo... I mean, here we have really strong bots. Here, on this planet, the bots are really strong and the turrets are really weak. On Serpolo, it's the other way around. Turrets are really strong, bots are relatively weak. You need a lot of bots and good strategy to actually get in somewhere. Serpolo, you really have to combine things. Here, not so much. Here, it's just you beat them with bots. Which I do like. It's much more bot-oriented, this planet, whereas the other one is very, like, very turret and build-up heavy. Which is nice. It is the more, like, two different games that way. Probably the spores. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess, because the bots gotta walk through all the spores. They can't be as strong. You can't use tanks, because the spores get stuck in their treads. So all your bots have to be small, weak walking guys. You don't get tanks. You don't get, like... Your walkers have to be specially designed. You can't use, like, walkers like sharp legs like they do on Eric here. For, like, piercing the rock, right? You gotta use them with, like, wider, flatter legs. And more of them to be able to hoist themselves out of, like, spore stuff and, like, water they get stuck in. But you use it with, like, sharp legs to, like, just step in and hold onto the rock in Eric here. But yes, very fun. I do love just imagining, like, they're up in their, like, ship, like, okay, sir, one of them climbed in through the back of our base. We gotta put some turrets along here, sure up our things. Okay, got it. Meeting end. And then, uh-oh, what's the sirens? Put it on, Captain, we're under attack. Put it on screen. And then just, out of the fog, you see walking up, just, like, hundreds of enemies walking towards you. Maintenance heavy? Yeah. Yeah. And then they just bust down your front wall, come in, tear everything up, and then destroy your core. And the whole time you're just looking at it like there's nothing we can do. We used our only nuke to try and counter them, and we've been destroyed. Now this is why you don't nuke your enemies, okay? Because I'll nuke you back. You gave me 5 minutes to build up an army to go in and slaughter you. What do you think was going to happen? Well, what I'm truly glad that we found out was that because what is it called? This is why you nuke correctly. Exactly. You nuke the attack. You should be using nukes on defense, not offense. You should be nuking the enemies, not their bases. We show them you are weak here, but strong at your strong point either. That was not English. Through the scrap, we were able to find, because of its contamination with radiation, and because of Slag's inherent, not. Ah, yes. You are not strong either. Because of Slag's being made out of basically radioactively contaminated liquid, what's the word? Surge alloy. We were able to determine the true lore of this game and the nuking of Serpolo, and thus the radioactive spores, the spores eating the radioactivity, and the reason for which everyone in Serpolo is still so weak, but everyone here has bases all over the place. Wish we could use that knowledge better. Yeah, like, just, you have the knowledge, like, if we had that knowledge and now we somehow unlock the secret weapon, which is just some, like, super OP thing, using the radiation in the atmosphere. Congratulations, you unlocked the radiation gun. Fire this at your enemies to melt their brains. Spore launcher. Congratulations, you've unlocked the radioactive package launcher. Throw a bunch of radiation into the enemy base to then encourage spore growth in the area. It would be like using slag and fire, right? It'd be like using slag and fire. You throw spores, you throw radiation, and then you throw in some spores, and then they just grow out of hand and they just wreck all the enemy operations. Like a long-range slowdown. Wouldn't that be cool? A long-range slowdown effect. You throw in radiation, and then you throw in spores, and they start growing, and they like slow everything down trying to get through it. If bots are trying to walk through it, they're slower. Conveyors all clogged up with spores move slower. So your conveyors are going slower because they're clogged. Everything's less efficient. There's random trees growing all the time, so your power gets blocked randomly. You gotta go clear it. That would be really cool, to be able to use the spores in warfare against the enemy. I hope they add a third... I'm really excited whenever they add their third planet. I don't know... And pour some slag? Yeah, exactly. Then the enemies could have to fill slag... Then you have a reason to use the slag waves. Like, slag waves... Take your slag wave, and then burn the spore, and then take water and put out the fire. And then take, like, a mender to heal it. Like, vines? That'd be annoying. True, yeah. But it'd be cool. Like, have it, like, a third planet where if they fight like that. Have, like, a third planet where... I want them to make a third planet. I want to know what the third planet's gonna be. What will the third planet be? Very excited for that. They've got one that acts like... One planet currently acts like Dungeon Keeper, and one acts, well... No, we're not really Dungeon Keeper. Age of Empires? Most annoying things are cool. Whoa, nuclear death! That's inconvenient. I was gonna watch Hunger Games later. But at the same time, atom bombs, pretty cool. The shit node in Orange Planet. Cool, but annoying. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Tomorrow's Terraria. I will post the Terraria video sometime tomorrow. Because I did do, like, another, like, hour-ish of, like, video. We didn't really do anything significant. If you missed that one, like, nothing has changed, really. I think we got like I made a gold bow and a gold pickaxe. Dug a little deeper. We didn't find anything. Nothing really significant happened, but you can watch anyway. I'll put that up tomorrow, and then we'll have the stream tomorrow later. But that's just a theory. Your planets are asteroids. I would really like if they added like asteroid mining at some point, where like you go in and like the asteroid has like limited resources, right? So you have to see what is the least amount of resources you can use, and with like some time factor to like get as much off the asteroid as possible, and then leave. Because the asteroid will be like depleted or something, right? So like see how fast and efficiently you can go in and mine stuff and then leave. Oh, Dash, did you see? I want to show you this. Sector maps, and it's weird and amazing. Here it is. No. This planet, whenever I'm like, I go from Eric here, where it's so like big, to like, or small, to Serpolo. It's like, it's fucking giant now. This is so huge. I always get thrown off by it. This is 175. This is right next to Ground Zero. I have been working on creating a very powerful base here. Are you proud of me, Dash? Are you proud of what you see, Dash? Are you proud of what I've achieved? Dash, look at the power of it. Aren't you proud of me, Dash? Please say yes. I want your approval. Yes! Wow! I'm happy. He said wow. Can I see it move? I don't know how well you can see it because of the frame rate. That is power. Here's the amount of stuff going into the core right now. I don't have the bigger storage things. I've got about 2.5 veins of copper. Probably something around like 2.5 full of glass, but it's hard to see. 1 full titanium. One mostly full titanium. 1 full graphite. 2.5 full silicon. 1 full plast. No thorium. There is no thorium on this map. This map is thoriumless. And so much lead. Yeah, there's you see this line here? Yeah, this line is the lead line. You see there's a little bit of it over here. I don't have like lead coming in either. This is too many. I found after building these I only need like 2 or 3 at most. So I got like copper coming in here and going around that way. I got titanium here going down to the plastgen. Got all the coal coming up into here. Got pyrite coming down to increase silicon. Sand is the only thing it's behind on. Over here, I got this giant metaglass factory. I don't know why I felt the urge to make so much metaglass. It's obsolete in front of mine? Do you mean... What do you mean by that? You mean, like, in comparison to yours? Do you mean in comparison to yours, or are you talking about something I've done wrong? I'm sure yours are much better, yes. What I did here... I have a sector base. He's gonna continue. I literally just took all this lead, and I just built glass until I used all the lead from that entire patch. And so I have, like, 3 veins of metaglass coming back. These are the only bots I have. I'll make more bots later. I'm not done. This is the power. The power is honestly kind of weak. 8 phase fabric per second. That's sad. That's sad. If I had thorium on this map, I'd already have like 2 lines of phase fabric. 8 phase fabric per second is like 1 full line of titanium. That's like 1 full titanium conveyor. Calculate it. Production time 2 seconds. So that's 16. So you got 4 lines of 4 phase weavers. Using 5 sand a second each. So 5 times... Oh yeah, so 5 second times 16. That's 80 cent. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. 80 cent a second is pretty good. That naturally boost is 2. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, 16 phase. Yeah, 16 phase weavers. And even with the best drills, you'd probably need 20 of them? Oh, yeah. Yeah, these are titanium lines. So, like, per second, these run more than 6. So a full line of phase would be like 16 phase weavers might not even do it. Plastanium ones? Oh, okay, yeah. I still don't understand the plast lines. I don't really like them. You can't use bridges or anything with them, too. They're really hard to get back. I much prefer the titanium lines. Like, plastinium lines and titanium lines are only about as efficient as each other anyway. And plastinium lines, like, you can't move them between things. And they're hard to unload. I find titanium just be much more efficient. You can very easily. Okay, well. You'll have to show me that sometime, because I haven't used plast lines, actually. I've used them in very minor situations, but I have them, I just don't use them. I do want to test them out a bit. You need smart. How much better than titanium is it? Like, in a percentage based, how much better is it? I really like looking at like this view, which is just like such a mess. I will still expand down here. I want to use the rest of these ores still. So I will expand across the rest of the map yet. I've just been like slowly making improvements here and there. All of these in one. Yeah, I guess. How many lines is this? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess you could cram them together fairly well. Okay, fair enough. How do you unload them good, though? They take a long time to unload. You would need a plast. Yeah, I can. Well, I can always make plast conveyors. $80 phase fabric for titanium ones. Okay, then. Okay. Okay, fair enough then. Unloaders. Yeah, but like how many, right? Like if I have a full line, like if I have a full line of a plast conveyor belt, right? 3 each. Oh, actually. Okay, wait. Fair enough. You know what? I was thinking like run a plast line in like this, and then I was thinking like even this isn't enough, right? I did forget you can just like do this and add on more. I'm gonna sneeze. Ah! Yeah, that was not a sneeze. I don't know what that was. No? Are you said this? Is this right? Only one side. Ah, okay. So like if this were the base. How would you do it? Like that? Or like a third one here? Like if this were the base. I know this looks weird. If the overdrive projector was the base, is that how you would like empty it? Then directly? What do you mean directly? Just dive the line directly. Like this? Just dive, just straight in? It works. Will this work? But wouldn't it take so long to unload things would clog? Wouldn't it take so long to unload things would clog up? No? Really? Even on a full line? Does it deposit like instantly? Because I've seen how slowly these things deposit. Really? Okay. Hang on, we're getting diverted. Why did I run that around so weird? Only for cores. How do I put things onto a plastinium conveyor? Auto? What do you mean auto? Like, does this work? Okay, back. What do you mean back? Don't bend them? What do you mean don't bend them? Oh, you're back here. What do you mean don't bend them, Dash? Don't bend them into buildings. Oh, yes. You're right, actually. I think I remember that. Like this, then. So straight line in. Will this fill it? Ah. Oh my god, that works. Oh. And that doesn't. Oh my god, that's so efficient. Add a third line? Wait, so can I just like Oh my god. Oh my god. Dash. Thank you. From the deepest, darkest bottom of my heart, thank you. The efficiency is gonna meet all new levels, boys. The efficiency never stops. I think it clogs. Dash with the knowledge. If I actually used the pieces, I probably would have figured that. If I had actually used them, I probably would have figured out they're actually better. I'm just like too stupid to try new things. What to do if it clogs? I agree. For like output? Okay, yeah, if it clogs. So if it's like getting backed up for the output, just add 3 titanium conveyors on its side. On the output side. Okay. So if for some reason it's getting backed up, 3 titanium conveyors is equal to 1 plastinium conveyor. Try it. It's not fast enough, though. It's actively clogging. You learned it. But it's not fast enough. Is 3 enough? Is 3 enough, or do we need 4 using this strategy? Is 3 enough for this, or do we need 4 for this? 3 works, okay. So 3 will work with a fully complete line without causing delay? Like you say 3 works. Is it 3 works but 4 is better? Because 5 would be useless. 4 is enough to guarantee it all gets emptied. 5 is useless. Is 4 useless? Or is 4 slightly better? This is only helpful for multiple non-core buildings. Yeah. Yeah, it would be. Fair enough. Three works at not full line and 4 for full. Okay. So it has to be 4 for max efficiency. Got it. Thank you, again, very much, Dash. This has opened up a world of possibilities for the realm of Minecraft efficiency. Sorry, -3 efficiency. What am I talking about? Minecraft, jeez. How much automation can you fit into one group of loaded chunks in Minecraft? What's the most automatic farms I can make that would earn me the most emeralds while just standing there per second. What is the most emeralds per second I can get in Minecraft? Dash, code a bot. Dash, I need you to make an advanced AI Minecraft bot that can understand and make the game, learn emerald trading, and then make the most efficient farms in the most efficient space as fast as possible. I know that. Good, I'd like it, can I get it commissioned in like 2 or 3 weeks? I do play Minecraft. I'll give you 0.7 cents. Should be easy enough. Okay. I'm supposed to be watching Hunger Games, so hope you guys enjoyed. I want to see a video of that mine. I like actually want to see a video of that mine she bought. I want to see the AI play Mindustry. Because that could not have been easy to do. I have no idea how you did it so fast. I want to see it in action. I do partially not trust you. Both a chicken farm, a tree farm, and iron for max. Nice. Yeah, iron farms are weird. It's cool that, like, in the game like Minecraft, where you'd think you can't, like, build automatic farms. You really can. You can build a lot of automatic stuff in that game. 1 chunk. Nice. Yeah, 1 chunk iron farm. That's pretty good. No, iron farms are weird to set up. I'll make one day, but I just haven't. Not yet, at least. I have... You want an interesting fact? I've never beat the Ender Dragon in survival, actually. Just haven't gotten around to it. I have a world where I could. I literally know where the portal is, and I have the things to do it. Just haven't. Don't know why. Also, yeah, I don't have to work on AI bot. Work on its own. Yeah, I have no idea how you did that, but like send me a video or something if you can. I'm very interested in this. I'm very interested in like the AI type stuff, and I want to see it play Mindustry. Like evolution, but at 1,000 times speed. How did you do it? Did you just code it into like a randomly generating world, and then just like see how well it does? Ow, ow. I had this on. You haven't seen machine learning, have you? Well, no, I understand how machine learning works. I'm just curious to what the actual like environment you put it in was. Because if it were me, I have no idea how machine learning works. I don't have the coding ability to do it. But if it were me, like the Mindustry environment I would put it in, reinforcement learning. Yeah, I understand that. I understand the mechanics of machine learning. Like it does. Like I'm just wondering how exactly you put that in. So I'm like thinking like if it were me, I'd make it so if it gets a mineral into the base, it gets a point, right? If it defends an enemy wave, it gets a point. I just want to know exactly how it... I want to know what exactly your steps for building it up were. Because I would have initially figured, like, you got to put it in, like, a very specific kind of world where, like, you've got resources surrounding the core, so it eventually learns to just put a mine next to the core to make points. Provides its source code to have work done. And, like, eventually learn to, like, put mines on resource points, and then use conveyors to bring things to the core. And then I would have figured, like, build it up one step at a time. I'm just curious what exactly your process was, but... I put it in all sectors. Am I sure it's open sourced? Yeah, I thought they make mods for it. It's kind of got to be open source for the mods. And it grew like a normal human. So what, did you have like a base starting AI for its intelligence? If you just threw it into all the sectors, right? Like, naturally, like, if you just threw it into all the sectors from ground zero, but did it start with some sort of intelligence? Did it start having some sort of intelligence? Because it would need to understand It learns the mind thing. No? So you literally started not understanding the game, and you just in ground zero taught it the mind thing, and then it started building and defending itself, and then eventually it just got smart enough to play the game. She gives it the pre-built minds. Ah, okay. So because of the pre-built minds, it was able to get an understanding of how the minds work. Hasn't learned defense so well. Interesting. So it learned how the mines work just from the mines being there, and it learned to play. Just spams foreshadows. I mean, if that works though, right? If it spams them in an intelligent way where it's like able to get them all ammo and stuff. Another thing you can do then, if you want to give it more specific training, um, there are generally good like survival ship world download. There's good survival ship. There's good survival world downloads in like some of the Mindstream discords. What you can do is you can take some of those worlds and give it like limited resources. Because what you can force it to do is force it to learn to attack and defend. It destroyed Desolate Rift that way with launching. Nice. What you can do is you can give it like survival levels where it's just gotta survive it's gotta survive infinitely many waves, and every wave gets harder and harder, and the bot who survives like the longest wave obviously goes on. And then you just give it limited resources. Make it so it's not allowed to build the surge thing, or make it so it doesn't have thorium. And then make it have to build a defense without thorium. Make it have to build a defense where it can't build surge. Force it to build a defense where the enemy gets really strong really fast, and so it has to build some sort of defense before it can get foreshadows. Teach it different strategies for the game, and it'll have to determine how to get better. The foreshadows were in a cone, and I didn't know that staggered foreshadow pierce. Wait, are foreshadows in a cone shape? Do they add? What do they do to the pierce? What do you mean by stagger? Do they like strengthen the pierce? Is everyone else gone? I think Ken got bored. It's been 4 hours. 30% of the behind unit. So foreshadows that are in like a... I'm just watching. So when you combine foreshadows in like a cone shape, they deal extra damage to units behind? They get like bonus damage for being in certain formations? It's a very slow, like, one-sided conversation. Yeah, like, type out the answer every time. How long have we not been playing for? We always do this, where we spend like an extra hour for no reason at the end. Fire miss instead of destroying the unit behind. Okay. Weird, I know. Yeah, that's interesting. So the AI found this weird way to place foreshadows that like boost their damage. That's really cool. See, that's the kind of thing we need to use AI for. Find the weird game bugs that the humans can then exploit. Okay, well, I think it's time I actually get going. I'm still like, hey, I beat the game with no resources. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you were able to do it. Of course, the AI was, but and that was like what? You mean with no starting resources, or what? You mean with no starting resources, or no resources at all? Zero copper, anything. How? How do you kill the enemy without copper? Did it mine for everything it wanted to build? And then only like mine copper to like build bots? It's exactly how. Are you asking how, or are you saying that? Because the only way I can think of is like if it mined all the resources it wanted, it didn't even mine them. Don't our bots not or build anything? How is that possible? How is that even possible? Our bots don't do damage. Our ships don't do damage. How did he do that? That was just instant victory. That sounds like cheating. How do you like? And you couldn't beat the campaign like that because a bunch of the levels are like survive 60 waves, right? You couldn't survive 60 waves without building anything. Sharks defeating mind powers like it killed the enemy base. Okay, well, um, good luck with the AI. Yeah, I'd recommend giving it some survival maps and some limited resource stuff. So bugs, yeah. Yeah, I'd recommend giving it some survival maps and some limited resource maps to train it better in defense. But that is interesting. I still want to see a video of that. Send me like a video of it if you can, because I'm very interested in this kind of thing. Good work, Dash. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Remember, for my content, feel free to like and subscribe. I'm gonna go watch Hunger Games 2. Wash Hunger Games 2. Incredible. I'm gonna go clean it. Campaign was enough. So long. Yeah, about an hour longer than normal. Tutorial tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Bye.